My noble commanders, comrades in arms, veterans of the Macedonian forge, gather close, for the hour of destiny draws near. We stand upon the threshold of Issus, where the mighty Persian host awaits us, their numbers swelling like the waves of the sea. But hear me now, it is not the multitude that wins battles, but the fire in the hearts of men who fight for freedom, for glory, for eternity. The gods themselves have conspired in our favor, cramming Darius and his hordes into this narrow defile, where their vast army becomes their greatest weakness. Look around you, the mountains to our left, the sea to our right. This is no open plain for their chariots to thunder. This is a cage we shall lock them in. I see the resolve in your eyes, Parmenion, Craterus, Philotas, each of you a pillar of our unbreakable phalanx. You have crossed the Hellespont with me, stormed the Granicus, where the river ran red with Persian blood, and carved our path through the Taurus mountains. Do you remember the whispers of doubt back in Macedon? The old men who said Asia was a dream too vast. Yet here we are, not as dreamers, but as conquerors. And now, before us, lies the great king himself, Darius, with his golden throne and his silk-clad slaves. He thinks his wealth will shield him. His numbers intimidate us. But we are Macedonians. We are the sons of Philip, tempered in the anvil of war, not softened by luxury. Let us speak plainly of the foe we face. Their army is a patchwork, a rabble of mercenaries from 100 lands, driven not by loyalty, but by the whip and the promise of coin. Greeks among them, traitors to their blood, fighting for the very tyrant who burned Athens and chained Thebes. But you, my Thessalians, my Agrianians, my Illyrian scouts, you fight as free men, bound by honor and the thrill of victory. Their cavalry may gleam with ornament, but ours, led by the companions, strikes like lightning from Zeus's hand. Their infantry crowds the field, trampling one another in confusion. Our sarissas will form a wall of death, 16 feet of unyielding bronze that no Persian arrow can pierce. Consider the ground, my friends. This pass at Issus is a gift from the immortals. Darius has blundered into it, his flanks exposed, his rear vulnerable to our maneuvers. We shall hold the center with the phalanx, unbreakable as the walls of Troy. Parmenion, you command the left. Anchor us against the sea. Let no wave of Persians wash over you. Craterus, the right wing is yours. Press the mountains and turn their line. And I shall lead the charge with the companions, straight at the heart where Darius cowers. We strike not as separate forces, but as one fist, coordinated, relentless. Their scouts report chaos in their camp, generals bickering, troops weary from forced marches. We, rested and resolute, shall exploit every crack. But let us not dwell only on strategy, for battles are won in the soul as much as on the field. Recall the trials we have endured together. Think back to the Granicus, where the river's current tugged at our legs and Persian lances rained like hail. Yet we forded it, I at the forefront, my white plume a beacon in the fray. Clytus saved my life that day, his sword flashing as he cut down the satrap who aimed for my neck. And you, Coenus, your hypaspists held the line when the enemy surged. These are not mere memories. They are the bonds that make us invincible. We have faced blizzards in the mountains, thirst in the Cilician plains, and always emerged stronger. Asia trembles at our name, not because of one man, but because of us all. I know some among you may whisper of the odds. Alexander, they outnumber us 3-1, they say. But numbers, what are numbers to men like us? Remember Xenophon and his 10,000. Greeks who marched through the heart of Persia, outnumbered at every turn, yet returned home as legends. We are no mere mercenaries. We are the heirs of Achilles and Heracles. The Persians fight for a king who hides behind his guards. We fight for each other, for the glory that outlives marble tombs. And the gods, they favor the bold. Apollo has whispered in my dreams, Hermes guides our scouts. Even now, the eagles wheel overhead, a sign from Zeus that victory is ours. Envision what awaits beyond this battle. Darius's tent, laden with gold and jewels, will be our prize. The cities of Syria and Phoenicia will open their gates, their treasures pouring into our hands. Babylon, Susa, Persepolis, the heart of the empire, ripe for the taking. No longer will we toil in the fields of Macedon. Your sons will inherit kingdoms, your names etched in stone for ages to come. But more than wealth, think of the fame. Bards will sing of Issus as they do of Marathon and Salamis. Your deeds will inspire generations, a testament to what free men can achieve. Yet, should we falter? No, I will not speak of defeat, for it is alien to our spirit. But know this, I share every risk with you. If the phalanx breaks, I break with it. If arrows fly, they seek me first. We rise together, or not at all, and in that unity lies our power. Look to your left, to your right. These are not just soldiers. They are brothers, forged in the same fire. Now, commanders, go forth to your men. Relay these words, ignite their hearts, as I have yours. Tell them of the glory, the gold, the gods' favor. Remind them that we are not invaders. We are liberators, avenging the wrongs of Xerxes, freeing the world from tyranny. When the trumpets sound at dawn, let our cry echo through the pass. For Macedon, for Hellas, for Alexander. But wait. Let me speak further, for there is more fire in my breast. Consider the Persian way of war. Their kings lead from afar, surrounded by eunuchs and flatterers. Darius fled the Granicus like a hare from hounds. Will he stand now, or will he turn tail again, leaving his army to slaughter? We, however, lead from the van. I will be the first to charge, my lance thirsty for royal blood. And you, my lions, Parmenion, with your steady wisdom, Nearchus, master of the seas, we shall soon command. Hephaestion, my truest friend, each of you embodies the Macedonian soul. Let us delve deeper into our plan, lest any doubt lingers. The river Pinarus bisects the field. A natural barrier we turn to our advantage. We cross it swiftly, our engineers having scouted every ford. The hypaspists will screen the phalanx's advance, archers and slingers peppering the enemy lines. On the wings, our cavalry will envelop, Thessalians on the left to hold, companions on the right to smash through. Once their center cracks, and it will, under the weight of our sarissas, Darius's guard will panic. We drive straight for him, the kingpin of their host. Capture or kill him, and the empire crumbles like dust. I recall a tale from our youth, commanders. The story of Troy. Achilles faced Hector alone, but we face a horde. Yet like Achilles, we are driven by arete, the pursuit of excellence. Have we not already surpassed the heroes of old? We crossed into Asia not as supplicants, but as masters. From the shores of Troy, where I honored Achilles' grave, to the gates of Tyre we shall soon besiege. Our path is one of unrelenting triumph. And what of our allies? The Greeks who march with us, Corinthians, Spartans, Athenians, once rivals, now united under our banner. They fight to erase the shame of Persian invasions past. The Thracians and Paeonians add their fierce spirit, their javelins, a storm upon the foe. Together, we are Europe incarnate, a bulwark against Asiatic despotism. The Persians, a melting pot of unwilling conscripts, Medes, Bactrians, Indians, loyal only to fear. Their satraps plot intrigue even as we speak, ready to defect at the first sign of weakness. Imagine the morrow's dawn, the sun rising over the mountains, gilding our helmets. The enemy awakens to our advance, their scouts' warnings too late. Our phalanx locks shields, a moving fortress. The clash begins. Sarissa meets scimitar, horse against horse. Blood will flow, yes, but it shall be theirs in rivers, ours in drops. And when Darius's chariot wheels away in flight, pursued by our cavalry, the field will be ours. The spoils, armor of gold, horses of finest breed, women of the royal harem, though we take them not as conquerors of flesh, but as symbols of dominion. But glory is not in the taking alone, it is in the giving. Each of you shall have lands in the new empire, satrapies to rule, cities to found. Your children will speak of this day as the pivot of history. And I seek not mere kingship, but to bind East and West, to create a world where Greek wisdom meets Persian might. This is our vision, commanders. Not plunder, but legacy. Yet to achieve it, we must be vigilant. Scout reports speak of Persian ambushes, hidden forces in the hills. But our Agrianians will flush them out, silent as shadows. Weather favors us. No rain to mire the ground, no wind to carry their arrows far. Every element aligns. Let me address you personally now. Parmenion, old wolf, your counsel has been my anchor. Hold the left, and I shall honor you as father. Craterus, bold as Ares, command the foot with fury. Philetus, son of Parmenion, your cavalry shall be the hammer to my anvil. Hephaestion, ever at my side, your friendship fuels my resolve. And to all, know that I love you as brothers, trust you as gods. As the night deepens, reflect on our journey. From Pella's halls, where Philip dreamed of this campaign, to the oracle at Delphi that proclaimed me invincible. The gods do not lie. We are their instruments, destined to reshape the world. Dawn approaches. Rest now, but dream of victory. When we meet the enemy, fight not for me, but for the man beside you, for the homeland that watches, for the ages that will remember. Forward then, to Issus, to immortality.